Well, here we are 6 years later after we started with our first product. And every product that we create with XFuse is a product of scientific excellence. And we try to bring about the best inside whatever bottle or can we put something in. And Jeff Pollard is our product expert in-house. He's a botanist. And this product is incredibly scientific and complex. But it is coffee. I've never been more excited about talking about a product because there's more science involved in this product than all of our other products combined in terms of research and its health benefits, if it's done correctly. So I want to kind of recap what we've done over the last 6 years with our product philosophy and design. Because if you don't get it right from a product standpoint, the product's not going to work. And our goal at XFuse is always to create products that create a significant difference in the lives of people. So all of our products, all of our liquid nutritionals, our Shapewear product line, they're all designed to impact health and wellness. And it's scientific. It's not something that we just talk about. We do the background and the work and the research. All of our products, the coffee included, impact the whole body. We're not looking at impacting one system of the body, but the entire body for complete wholeness, wellness, and health. The next area, all of our products are botanicals fused together. When we talked about early on, we're a company that's got a multi-botanical approach where we use the physiology and the chemistry of multiple species of botanicals. And Jeff has really been able to educate me on the botany side of everything that we've done. And it's been incredible, the discussions that we've had over the last 5 and 6 years. So our products, they're an incredible technology of fusing things together. They're usually in liquids with the exception of our Shapewear line for maximum absorption. And that's not something that we take lightly because no matter how good a product is, and botanicals, as Jeff will tell you, they're very difficult to absorb into the human body. They absorb 5 to 10, 15%. But we've applied some technologies where we're going over the 30, 40, 50, 60% absorption rate. So our products work, and they're going to work extremely well, just like the rest of our liquid nutritionals. Our products, what do they do? And I've said this from the stage all over the world. Our products do not treat disease. We make no medical claims about our products. They provide raw materials to the body. And those raw materials, thousands and billions of dollars in science studies have been done verifying that these phytochemicals are the regulators of health in our lives. So our expertise is putting those phytochemicals together in any product that we develop and make. So that's our philosophy. Let me see if we can get this up here. The 3 key things that we focus on. Number 1 is formulation. Choosing the right botanicals and then choosing the right ratios. In our case now, we're looking at the ratios between coffee, roasted and green, and mushrooms, and you have to get those ratios right to get that maximum absorption and bioavailability. Raw materials. Jeff and I just came back from Las Vegas.
Supply Side West.
November.
Yep.
We met with all raw material suppliers in the world. And after 3 days out there, I explained to Jeff that there were about 5 companies that had products. And there were how many companies there, Jeff?
1,500.
1,500 world suppliers of botanical extracts, 5 of which I believe I would select to put products in my body. So we are very concerned about our raw materials and what they do. So the next thing is then technology. And Jeff is going to tell us about our technology. But here's what we've done. Following that multi-botanical approach, we've got 7 ingredients in our coffee. And just like 7 is where we started with our classic, that's where we're starting with our coffee. And I can see Summa 7 coffee becoming Summa 7 Plus because we're already working on generation 2 and 3 of this incredible product. So we've got 2 types of coffee, roasted and green. And the real simple story about that is roasted coffee is incredible, but it's only 50% of the phytochemistry in a roasted coffee bean. So we use a green coffee bean to bring in the other 50% to get 100% of those phytochemicals in that coffee. The next thing we do, we've got 3 varieties of the Ganoderma mushroom. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So there's 2 and 3 is 5. And then we said, as the video and Don has said, Garcinia cambogia and raspberry ketones. The first 2 ingredients, coffee and mushrooms, provide incredible things from a health and wellness standpoint. But in America, we've got a massive problem with obesity and people being overweight. So it made perfect sense to add some things that help burn fat. So we've done that. But why did we do it? Well, the reason is because on PubMed, when you look at the scientific research, there's over 9,000 research projects that have been done just on coffee. Mushrooms, about 1,000. Garcinia cambogia, about its ability to shunt fat back into the bloodstream and be burned for fuel, over 100 studies. And a very recent phenomenon. Made very popular on television, raspberry ketones. The first 2, coffee, mushrooms, are incredible, complete extractions with 100% of everything we can get. The last 2 are single, or at least the raspberry ketones are a more refined extract. And so the combination of those and the unique putting together has created what we believe is going to be the healthiest coffee in the world. It's a health and wellness drink. The coffee, very simply, adds components to help your body defend itself. And that's in the popular literature, that's called the antioxidant system. And coffee supports that as good as any product in the world. Mushrooms, when you think of that, most of the research is on the immune system. So that our bodies in the 21st century, with the stress and the lives that we have to live, have some ability to upregulate that immune system, and mushrooms do that. And then addressing the other 2 issues of fat burning, we've got the Garcinia cambogia and the raspberry ketones. And this is a simple story compared to what we've had to do for 6 years, and that's why I'm so excited about it. And again, why did we do it? Because it's based on science and based on not just a bottom line, can we make money with a junk product, but can we contribute to the health of humanity? And we've done that. So the work that we've done and the ability to do what we've done is a technological marvel. And preserving the integrity of those phytochemicals is critically important. So, Jeff, tell us about the technology that we've done.
Very innovative.
It's unbelievable.
And we're able to put those ingredients in a simple little bag that goes into the can. And here we have a little display of them.
I'll give you that thing.
Okay. I'll give you. This is called bag-on-valve. You'll hear it called BOV. We'll just get to BOV, bag-on-valve technology. Very innovative. Very simple. And one of the things that it does, we filtered it down. So you can see where it says 40 micron filtration. That allows our concentrate to get through the valve and get into the cup of water. So when we see that it's been FDA approved, the layers that are here, in a laminated pouch, you don't have the connection between the material and the aluminum. It's already layered, but it's a very simple system, and that the product is away from the propellant. Most products that you'll see that have an aerosol or something like that are mixed together, like butane or propane that they have now. It's actually part of the material they mix together. Ours is separate, it's out, it's in a pouch, and it never touches the material, our product, Summa Cafe. Now, on top of that, you can see all the little parts to it. The actuator on top, it's the cap that you actually touch. This cleanly dispenses the Summa Cafe into your cup of water, whether it's cold or like some of the northeastern people, they like iced coffee. You get to try it out. Hot coffee today we have over here coming up shortly, or cold, any way you like it. All right, our can, of course, it's aluminum, it's recyclable, so everything you're going to see is recyclable. So we made it a technology that's recyclable, green, and going to make the coffee stable and always be not in contact with the propellant. So you're going to no propellant discharge. There's not going to be released into the atmosphere any of the propellants. It's all maintained within the can itself. So we place the can on the line. We put the BO valve, the bag-on valve, inside the can. We add the nitrogen. That's what the propellant is. It's just simply atmosphere. We crimp it down onto the can, and it seals it to the can itself. We add the Summa Cafe right into it. It's actually wrapped up real tight, and when the Summa Cafe goes into it, the pouch pops open. That helps with the pressure as well. There's a pressure check also for filling of the amount and the pressure. So we know that every single time, every can is going to be accurate and there's no leakage. The actuator and cap is put on top of this. You'll see them next door. And that's simply how it's made. Here's the benefits. Multi-layer lamination of the bag makes a barrier between the product itself and the propellant. Eliminates any possibility of oxidation. You're talking about coffee. My main problem is rancidity. As soon as you make it, it starts to oxidize. You always have contact with the air. If you leave it out, or as Mike likes to drink it, 12 cups in a big can over a day's period of time, as soon as that hour, the magic hour goes by, it's not good for the body anymore. To me, it's much worse for the body than the benefits are. But Dr. Joe's always trying to teach me the benefits. The next, there we go, the next part is that there's no need for additives because it is stable. There's no oxidation, there's no contact.
No preservation?
No preservation system.
Fantastic.
So we don't have to have any of those potassium sorbates or anything like that in there. Makes it so it's going to stay on the shelf for a long period of time and be high quality, no rancidity, no oxidation. That's very important. I don't know how much you guys know, but that is very important. And with rancidity in coffee, it becomes bitter, that bitter aftertaste. You can keep this on your shelf for a long time, you won't get that. You'll taste it, and you won't taste that aftertaste. Okay, the total separation of this product is one of the benefits. We talked about it already. It's hermetically sealed. There's no connection, there's no spillage, there's no leakage. Non-flammable propellants, it's nitrogen. It's not something that's going to hurt the atmosphere or anything like that. No inhalation. Got children. Sometimes there's people like to, get the propellants. That's not an issue. It's nitrogen. It's hygienic. It's sterilized. So there's not going to be any mold issues or anything that grows in it. It's already done. And one of my favorite parts is being that it's in a bag, it squeezes in. Any kind of direction that you put it on, you're still going to get out 99% of all the product that's in the bag. There won't be any leftover, no residuals, don't have to worry. Some cans of aerosol, you use it up, you might turn it on the side, and all of a sudden that you still have product in the can, but you can't get it out because there's no more propellant. That's not an issue here. No waste. Like I said, you can spray it from any angle, but you'll see, just touch it a little bit. You don't have to go very far. And controlled dispensing, hit what you aim for. Wherever you're aiming at, that's where it's going to go. These are just the benefits of the way the system is. There's no pumping. You don't need a pump. You already got the propellant in it. It was developed with a fingertip. The actuator has a nice, easy grip. It's easy to use for control and dispensing. Environmentally friendly. Oh, and one more thing. It's convenient. You can carry it around with you. You can take it with you. You can take it home. This is the one that I brought out for Don. I'm going to take it back with me. Do you have any other benefits that you've seen recently in any kind of articles or anything like that?
Let me show you about that.
Okay.
But the key thing is we've got an incredible technology here.
Oh, it's very innovative.
My question for you is how many other coffee companies next year are going to be able to take our technology platform and use it?
We've got a contract for the patent pending process.
Okay.
So we've got that. I don't know if nobody else can do this for some time.
Yeah. So we won't have 5 other companies saying we've got the same thing as XFuse. Right. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, what are the health benefits? And this is what I'm excited about because our other liquid nutritionals required a lot of explanation. And this one doesn't. Don and Mike and a lot of people have said, you know, Dr. Joe is not duplicatable. And that was true in a lot of the science that I've been talking about for 6 years. But this one is coffee. And you don't have to have an education. I've got an article here that was written in the Huffington Post in December of 2013. And I wished it was not all on one screen. But here are the benefits that a science writer, person skilled in looking and reading the scientific literature, wrote an article after they saw just the literature on coffee alone. Now remember, we've got 3 different varieties of mushrooms. We've scientifically engineered this. They're talking about coffee that's already rancid, Jeff.
Right. Right.
And it's amazing that it still works. But what we've done is we've created the world's healthiest coffee blend. And what it does compared to what you see here, I believe in the next year we're going to see more results in people's health than we've seen in the last 6 years. Why? Because we're going to get 10 times more people involved. Because it's simple. There's not a big scientific story to tell. And here's what they say. Americans get 50%, and this is true truly around the world, 50% of the antioxidants that come into a human in America come from coffee. Wow. And Jeff, that coffee is already rancid.
Already rancid.
And it still provides antioxidants, the majority of those, for the American people. And that's just unbelievable. I get chill bumps thinking about the first 10,000 people that consume about 4 or 5 cans of this coffee. It's going to change their physiology, and that's what it's about. Smelling coffee can change your mood. And I know my wife is somewhere out here in the audience. Sometimes people with perfume like Joe hugs her, and she will contract. Her vasocontraction or the vasobronchial contraction of her lungs, she can't get air in real well. She carries coffee in her purse. She doesn't drink it yet, but she smells it to change the physiology of her lung function just by smelling coffee. It's that unbelievable. Wow. So it's a life-saving tool for her. Another area, coffee could lessen the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Now again, this is a science writer. This is not XFuse making a claim. But here's what the science writers are saying. When they look at the literature, coffee is one of the unbelievable brain chemistry modulators that are out there. Not only from an antioxidant standpoint, protecting the brain, but modulating brain function. And you'll see some of the other things about it. Oops. Maybe. We will. If this thing doesn't come up, I've got a backup system. Seth, can you help me? Here we go.
Fly through.
Wow, we're going to have to go through that?
Wow.
I'll tell you what. I always have a backup. Let me bring out some notes here. In case they can't. There they are, but I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
We'll have this online pretty sure.
Coffee is great for your liver, okay? it's got lipotropic agents in it, and you've noticed in the article there.
Time out. Lipotropic?
Lipotropic. Those are compounds that create health in the liver. Okay? They take fatty deposits from healthy cells and remove those so the liver can regenerate itself. Right?
Yep.
Okay. I get excited sometimes. Don't explain everything. Coffee can make you happier. And I can tell you, I started drinking coffee in the year 1963 because I was a training athlete and I wanted the ability to function a little bit better. But what I noticed is that I just felt better every single day by drinking coffee.
Absolutely.
And my goal is to get Jeff Pollard drinking a little of this incredible coffee, because a lot of people have never drank coffee because of that rancidity factor. So,
I got Greenzilla.
Greenzilla is it? And wait till you see the new opportunities with Greenzilla. Coffee can make you a better athlete, and that's what I learned over 40 years ago. It's an ergogenic aid. It creates better performance in the brain and in the muscular system so that you can perform better. If you're not an athlete, you really are, because every day is an athletic event in human experience. And if you train and do the things that you should do and consume these phytochemicals, you're going to have the best opportunity for health and wellness. So coffee could reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes. And again, this is a science writer talking about what they have observed in the scientific literature. And these are issues that's plaguing humanity. Coffee could help you keep your brain healthier longer. It's being looked at in all those neurodegenerative disease processes that are going on. And Jeff, last week in the popular press, there was articles all over the media about the cancer rate is going to double and triple in the next 20 years. That means people are going to have this ravaging disease, and one of the things that we've done, Alzheimer's, cancer, Parkinson's, all those are degenerative diseases. And what stops those are botanicals.
Absolutely.
And the phytochemistry in those plants. Right? And so here we have we've got people marketing materials. They're writing our marketing materials for us. We don't have to do it, do we, Joe? It's going to be, this is really simple. Coffee could make you more intelligent. And again, I said, it's not only energizing, but it changes the brain chemistry. And there's a lot of studies and research on coffee consumption and IQ. And that's the reason they wrote this. Coffee makes your brain function better at every level. So that's incredible. The moral of the story, according to this article, coffee is the best thing ever. Keep drinking it. And our message is, Jeff, with our technology, no rancidity.
No rancidity.
Delivers phytochemicals by the 10s or 20s.
Absolutely.
50, 100.
Oh, much more than that.
In our coffee, if we had the ability to quantify it, we're delivering thousands of phytochemicals every time you squirt that. So it's something that we must do, and it's so easy. This is the most complicated presentation you'll ever see on coffee. So thank you very much. We're excited about the product. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Summa Cafe. Convenience.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.